Hey, this is RJ Stewart of RJ Stewart Inspire, owner of ProEnity LLC, and host and creator of Net Builders, the Entrepreneurs Network. Also, the author of a whole bunch of books that I'm sure that you don't care about. But I do know what you care about, and I do know why you're here. You're here to get your business ranked higher on big search engines such as Yahoo, Bing, and Google, of course. So, if that's the case, stay tuned. We're going to get into it. So how do you get ranked higher on those search engines? How do you get higher on Yahoo and Bing and Google? We use something called SEO, or search engine optimization. I like SEO better, but I thought you should know what it meant. Alright, so what is SEO? Good question. Alright, so when your website is ranked well on most popular engines such as Google, Yahoo, Bing, those are the three top guys right there. I think we'd all agree. That's when you get more visitors clicking on your site. The higher you're ranked. Okay? The more visitors you get, the more business you get. Correct? Yeah, I think we'd all agree on that. Fun fact. Did you know from 20 to 80% of your visitors will find your website or find your business through search engines? And that's probably an understatement, because it's probably more like 85%. Think about it. When you want to find a restaurant, when you want to buy a new car, first thing that you do is talking to your phone. Hey Google, hey Alexa, hey Siri, right? And that's who pulls stuff
Here's
up.
some results.
Oh look, there's Google talking right now. Alright, so think about it. Your prospects and your customers, or potential prospects and your customers, are doing the same thing. They're going on these search engines and they're looking for businesses such as yours. So, how do you get found? Quick thing. Studies show that most people do not look past the fourth page of results. So, there was a time when you can use free submission services that would submit your website to search engines and directories. And at one point in time, that actually got you ranked okay. Nowadays, that does nothing for you at all. You want to get ranked at least on the first page of Yahoo, Google, and Bing. The better option would be to get ranked in the top 3 listings on both or all 3, Google, Yahoo, and Bing. But that's not easy. But stay tuned. We're going to get deeper into that. Alright, so all engines, or all search engines, spider or crawl the web. So there's creepy little spiders that's crawling around the entire web, crawling through your web pages, crawling through everybody else's web pages, and looking for content, automatically indexing your website based on their own little secretive algorithms, which are constantly changing. So nobody can fool the search engines or anything like that. I don't know, but they're always changing, and everybody has their own little secrets. YouTube, Google, Bing, all of them. They all have their little secret algorithms. All right. So how do you get ranked well? That's the question. Well, you can use pay-per-click, where you bid for top ranking positions under keywords of your choice. But just be careful with that. Make sure that your bids are not more than what each customer is worth to you on your site. So, for example, if your minimum bid per click is $10 and it takes you 100 visitors to make a sale, you're probably going to lose money. Just keep that in mind. To get ranked high, you need to have a website with fresh content and good links to other sites with high page ranking. So you're kind of piggybacking off of your competitors or anyone else that is high ranked up there to get you moved up. You could, what I used to do is I used to have a RS feed on my site, so that content was constantly being refreshed and new fresh content, new articles are submitted, and kept customers interested, and the search engines were always satisfied. So let's go a little bit more into depth of what we can do to raise that ranking for your business or whatever venture that you have going on. If you're looking, you can see this is our dashboard. This is what we do for companies here. So we have AncoPrecision.com, one of our favorite clients here, and they have a premium package for 75 keywords. So what we do with these 75 keywords is we use them and we get them ranked higher on Yahoo, Bing, DuckDuckGo, and Google. And they're one of our newer clients. So we have a pretty good bunch of analytics on them. They're manufacturing instrumentation. So let's explain a little bit about this report here. So this is what you're aiming to do with your business. So we take some of these keywords over here on the left and we get them moved up. So this number on the right here, you'll see a plus or minus. A plus means this is how many ranks they went up. So they went up 984 ranks, and now they're sitting at 16 on Google. Nothing here yet, but unfortunately we're working on that. We'll move them up a little bit more, but we could take it over here to, so our system doesn't show past 999, unfortunately. So once you hit 999, it could be 1,000, it could be 3,000, 2,000. It doesn't matter. We just stop at 999 because we don't need any more analytics past that. So if you take right here, they moved 989 spaces up, and now they're sitting at 11 for metal fabricators online. That keyword, if they typed it in to Google, they'd be number 11. Probably by the time you see this video, a little bit higher. But then you have right here produce parts. They moved 999 spaces, which is probably more than 999. Like I said, we don't show past 999, but they're number one. They're number one here, and they're number one here. Number 6 here, they moved 994 spaces. And if you go all the way down to the bottom here, you'll see total keywords 72. Total spaces they moved up 70,192. Total spaces they moved down 106, but the total moves all together is 70,086. And then you'll see your SERP data down here. There, well, only Google is because that is the most dominant search engine right there. If you're not ranking high on Google, chances are it doesn't matter. So that's what you want. You want that high ranking on Google, and then it'll show your best. It'll show our best. So this is our rush report right here, but we're not here to talk about what we do. We're here to talk about what you can do. So stay tuned. Just wanted to give you a little eye on what was going on, or that these results are actually possible to get these results. So I just wanted to let you know we're not just blowing smoke. This is actually what we do. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about a few tips and tricks that you can do to make some of these happen. And if you need any more help, you could always just reach out to us. We'll help you out. But we'll show you some self-help things that you can do to make these adjustments and make these improvements for your business. Okay, so you probably feel like, hey, RJ, you're beating around the bush with the answer to this question about what is SEO and how can I make this work better for me. So let's just go into it right now. All right, SEO, or search engine optimization. What it is, it's a combination of strategies used to increase a website's visibility and ranking in search engines. What it mainly depends on is the content, the structure, and the links to a website. And what we do, or how we optimize our rankings, is by developing these things in a way a search engine can understand a little bit better, and so it can crawl and index your website in a better way to gear it toward who is looking for you. I might not have explained that in the perfect way, but I think I did. So let me know in the comments. If I could have explained that a little bit better, let me know. All right. So why do I need to do SEO for my website? Simple. It provides highly targeted traffic. That's the bottom line. You need highly targeted traffic. It's great when you see that your website had 1,000 people come to it in one day. Probably won't happen, but wow, that's amazing. But you have no leads, you have no sales. That's the problem right there. You have a bunch of people that came to there. You posted it up on your Facebook page, your website on your Facebook page, and all of your friends came to your website. And you might be selling baby clothes. How many of your friends on Facebook have babies? Now they came to visit your page because they're good friends of yours. Gotcha. But they don't have kids. They just came to support. They're not targeted traffic. What you want to do and what SEO does for you is it creates or it attracts targeted traffic. All right? So that's what SEO is. It provides your website and your business highly targeted traffic. We'll get people onto your website that are looking for exactly what you are offering. So SEO, a lot of people say that it's dead or that it's a problem, but or it doesn't get you what you want. But honestly, that is one of the biggest things that bring people to your website. Now, advertising works great, and if you want to learn about advertising, we have another video coming up on that soon. But right now we're talking about SEO, so stick with me. All right. So don't hesitate to invest in SEO. Was the point that I was trying to get there? If you want to get an excellent rate of return as compared to any other market or option, don't hesitate to invest in SEO. But like I said, if it costs you $10 to get 100 people to come to your website, then you need to really reevaluate how you're doing your SEO, because you don't want to lose money while you're optimizing your search engine presence. Okay, so we're gonna go a little bit more into that, but stay tuned because you don't want to miss it. All right, so the next question is, can you do SEO? Truth of the matter is, anyone can. The basics are easily understandable, and it makes a big difference. Trust me, it makes a big difference. Very easily understandable. But if your website, you find it too complex and you're not willing to learn or implement each and everything that we teach, you can seek the help from experts like me, and we can take care of things for you. But if you want to learn a little bit more about SEO, stay tuned and we can go more into it. We'll talk about the two different types of SEO. A lot of the get rich quick guys do a one way, and people like me who care do it the other way. So let's talk about white hat SEO. This is the SEO strategy that we use because we hold humans. That's a big factor in how we deal with it. We play by the search engine's rules. It takes a little bit more time, but you get way better results. So white hat SEO is the way to build a sustainable online business for good. And if you do SEO the right way, what you're focusing on is the human audience, and you're trying to give them the best possible content, and you make it easily accessible to them by, like I said, playing by the search engine's rules. Black hat SEO. Now this is a whole nother beast. You're trying to hurry up and get rich quick. You're playing like a get rich quick scheme, and you'll end up doing what we call black hat SEO. All right, and this type of SEO focuses on optimizing your content only for the search engines, but you're not considering humans at all. So you could either white hat SEO and focus on pleasing your audience and grabbing up that targeted audience, or you could do black hat SEO, which just makes the search engines happy. And I know you're thinking, but aren't I trying to make the search engines happy? Well, yes and no. Search engines Like I talked about before, those spiders that crawl around, they're all over the place, icky. But you focus on them, you'll just make the search engine happy. You'll just get the search engine to notice you. But you won't be targeting who you want to target. It goes back to what we talked about with Facebook. You go ahead and you post up your link on your Facebook page, and all of your friends see that you're selling baby clothes. They go on there just to support you, but they're not your targeted audience because they don't have babies, they don't have kids. So they're going there to say hi or just say, hey, yeah, I seen your website, buddy. But they're not going to buy anything. And in your analytics, it shows that you had 1,000 visitors, but no purchases, no leads. Nobody put their email address into your subscription list. So, yeah, your analytics show great numbers, but it shows no leads, it shows no prospects, it shows no customers, no purchases at all. This is the difference between Black Hat SEO and White Hat SEO. Black Hat SEO will get you a bunch of that traffic, but no sales. White Hat SEO will get you a bunch of targeted traffic and sales, prospects, and leads all day. Make sense? Let me know in the comments. If not, I'll do another video to explain the difference between Black Hat SEO and White Hat SEO a little more into depth, but that's not what the focus of this video is. So if you want another video explaining these two a little bit more, drop it in the comments and let me know. Alright, and so for the final part of this of video 1, we're going to talk about the major divisions of SEO. Keyword research, on-page SEO, and off-page SEO. Now, keyword research, it's real simple. So, and that's the first topic we're going to talk about, keyword research. Keyword research is all about finding the intentions of the users to use search engines. So, what we're looking at is what exactly the users are searching for, which is your topic and your keywords. So, for instance, you're saying you're using the keyword glass containers. That is a keyword, and you're looking for things pertaining to it that your users would search for. Now, this is White Hat. Once again, that's all we're focusing on. I thought you should learn the difference between White Hat and Black Hat to know what to do and what not to do. But White Hat, really, it's really easy. But White Hat, that's what we're looking at. So we're more human based in our intentions. So what exactly are our users looking for? This is keyword research. Simple, right? Thought so. All right. The next thing that we're looking at is on-page SEO. On-page means everything that's displayed on the web page and this back-end programming. Now, in on-page SEO, you need to optimize your website's page and posts and etc. But you're optimizing your page for search engines, spiders, to crawl through and be able to find relevant content to your page to be able to optimize and move up your ranking on SEO. That makes sense? Yeah, I thought so. All right, now off-page SEO. That's going to be the last thing that we talk about. Not too difficult of a concept, but in a nutshell, off-page SEO is best way to explain that is to get your website referred from other bigger resources or famous resources on the web about your niche. In technical terms, you would call it link building. So that's when I brought in the example of what we would do with the RSS feeds, where we use content from others' websites or other famous resources to build our page's credibility up, and also to be able to give those spiders another place to crawl to index our page on the website. That makes sense? I would think that would too. If there's anything that I'm explaining that doesn't make sense, put it in the comments, let me know, and I will make a video explaining more into it, or I'll just answer your questions in the comments. But while you're doing all these things and you keep on learning and improving, just keep on learning and improving. We're going to be doing more videos on this, one a week. This is the first of many, but we're going to explain new ways and new ranking parameters to help you guys be able to do this on your own. I'll be completely honest with you. It is not it's easy to do, but it can be very tedious, and it's something that requires a lot of maintenance. A lot of people think that they can with SEO, they can go in one time, optimize their page, leave it alone. That's not the case. SEO is something that is constantly being maintained, something that you're constantly working on, and something that you're constantly doing. Some could say it's a full-time job. Once you get the hang of it, I would say that maybe not full-time, but it's something that you're gonna be spending a lot of time on. And we could show you tools, and we could show you other different tips and tricks, and that's what we're gonna cover throughout the course of this YouTube series here. So we'll see you next time. Click that, punch that like button, punch it, just beat it up, and kick that subscribe button, like kick the hell out of it. Subscribe, like, and once we come out with the next video next week, you'll be notified. We look forward to seeing you there. You guys take care. Hey, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for dropping by. And of course, this is one of many videos that we're going to drop to be able to support and help out entrepreneurs like yourself, small business owners like yourself. If you want to see more, you could always check us out on netbuilders360.com. Now, this is the one and only entrepreneurs network to where only entrepreneurs and only small businesses are allowed. We network, we share ideas, we do file shares, we do conferences, Zoom meetings to where we all sit together and do think tanks and help each other out. Once again, that's netbuilders360.com. All entrepreneurs, all small business owners, every race, every creed, every ethnicity, always allowed in. We all build our net, thus the name Net Builders, and we'd be happy to have you there. We also have our web series, Net Builders XL. Net Builders XL, I interview every week a new entrepreneur, and we sit and we talk about our insights, and we share our ideas and bring knowledge and bring value to our audience. And if you like to be on our show and you feel like you have something to share with our audience, go on netbuilders360.com, check out the link, fill out the app, and we'd be happy to have you on the show. Until next time, bam, later.